Welcome to Allan Reports TV. I'm your host, Allan Labucan from allanberryreports.com. Today we have a show we're putting together called, we put the title on it, Gold versus Gold Stocks. I've seen this question, I've been asked this question many times in the past. I've talked about it many times in the past. I've seen it on lots of media, and I really wanted to put something together to talk about which one I prefer over the other, and give you my reasons for that. And so we're going to talk about that in today's show. Now, before sort of getting into which one I prefer over the other one, I kind of need to put things into a context. First of all, when it comes to gold itself, I'm very bullish on gold. I've talked a lot about the reasons that I'm bullish on gold. I think that those reasons are as sound today as they've always been when I've talked about this in my reports, whether that was the email newsletter or the on shows. In fact, if you want to watch those shows, if you look above me on the if you're watching the show on our website, we have a section of our website called ABR TV Guide. In there, you'll find dates and overviews of all of our past shows, as well as links to go watch them, and so you can go find them in there. I didn't really want to get into a lot of details about why I like gold so much. I've talked about it a lot in the past. Check out those past shows. Now, also, when I refer to gold stocks, I'm not making a blanket statement about just anygoldstock.com sort of idea. I do believe that you want to be able to find quality, and when I refer to gold stocks, I'm talking about the gold stocks that I've featured in the reports, the Allan Reports email newsletter, and we have about 20 companies, I believe, gold stocks that we've featured in the reports over the years, due to the combination of what they're finding and the teams that are involved with those companies, and the quality of their project and the valuations of the companies. And we've had a lot of success over the years picking those kind of companies. And so when I say gold stocks, again, I don't just mean any gold stocks. I mean high quality gold stocks. And so wanted to get that put into that perspective put into place before I started answering why I prefer one over the other. So first of all, why I like the answer to the question is I prefer high quality gold stocks over gold. Even though I'm very bullish on gold. And the reason is that in gold stocks, you can find it's a really leveraged way to buy gold at bargain prices. And with the valuations of the companies undervaluing to a large degree what those companies have in the ground, it really becomes evident that you're buying relative ounces of gold in the ground for a lot cheaper than what you would buy that same gold above ground. That's in bars or in if you play the ETFs, GLD, and other asset where you can buy the gold above the ground. And so that's one thing is fundamentally, I'm a bargain hunter, and the best way I believe to find bargains is to, in the case of gold, is to look for gold stocks that are being undervalued. Now, to get into a little bit about valuations, we've seen gold move a lot in the last few years. Let's say from under 1,000 to almost 2,000 recently, and now is trading at 17 and change. And while that has been happening, we haven't seen a similar type move in gold stocks in general. and our companies have participated. A lot of the companies that we feature in our that are what we call our roster of gold stocks, many of those companies have done extremely well in the last several years. But as a group, gold stocks have not been participating, and as a group, even very recently, since August, we had a lot of volatility in the stock markets, and this created a healthy amount of concern for stocks in general. And so I think that in a lot of cases, gold stocks, including those that we have on our roster, have underperformed relative to the move in gold. And so you also have, in a general sense, gold stocks often can be trade at a bargain to what they have under the ground. And lately, because of the fear in the market, we talked about that on our last show, fear and loathing in the market, it has pushed down the price of a lot of gold stocks. And I'm not just talking about your small junior exploration companies. I'm talking about those that have advanced projects that potentially could become future mines, or have assets that could be of interest to a major mining company to be taken over. I'm talking about middle level companies and the majors. They have not been as bullish as the price in gold. Now, I've recently made some comments lately I've been spending more time in a website called StockTwits. In fact, when we recently redesigned our website, I added a feed. If you're watching the show on the website, just look below the video player and you'll see a little section for StockTwits. And what I do in StockTwits, it's a little different than what I do in my general reports, in my email newsletters, or in the website, or on the shows. Is the StockTwits is more for short-term trading type market calls. And so if you want to follow what we're doing on a short-term sense, StockTwits is a great place. If you're not already signed up, there's no charge to get signed up. And if you're looking for investment ideas, it is a really good place to look for investment ideas, and that's why we've kind of embraced it recently, and I'm commenting in there more. And one of the questions that one of the chaps asked me in there is, he was making a strong case of why he was felt gold was going to go up. So he was playing the GLD, which is the ETF that tracks the price of gold. And I said, well, if I was going to play GLD, I would look at something like a Gold Corp to outperform that. And the reason I picked Gold Corp over, let's say, smaller companies is because when someone looks at an ETF, I think that they're trying to make a trading play, but have some risk protection there, because maybe a little more liquid. In the case of the reason I picked Gold Corp over the GLD was because I thought that Gold Corp was very undervalued, and it's a cream of the crop when it comes to gold producers, one of the lowest cost producers in the world of gold production, and they have a really good reserve profile, and they make lots of money. They're a cash making machine, and subsequently I think Gold Corp did better than GLD since I made that comment. And so that's another thing to put into context, is that whether you're looking for short-term trades of days or longer-term trades of months and years, and whether it's short-term or long-term, I think that gold stocks are going to outperform gold. That's the bottom line. Now, I would also say that and stress that when I'm saying that, I mean quality gold stocks. We follow a lot. We've followed a lot of them in our past shows. Again, check out the ABR TV guide above me on the website, and you'll find a lot of those gold companies that we've followed over the years. And so that's the bottom line of why we think that gold stocks high quality gold stocks, especially those that we have talked about a lot, are a great place to look for outperformance of the bullish moves in gold. And this also plays out in other commodities, and we'll talk about that in future shows. So just want to get our views out there, why we like gold stocks over gold. Before I close, I wanted to mention that we recently redesigned our website last week. And we made a lot of changes to the website, this video player, where you can find our banner sponsors on the website. If you look to my left, we have all of our banner sponsors over there now. We have a little section for people that want to contact us to get on our email list, to also, if you're following any of the social websites that we spend time on, you can find all of those down in the bottom left corner of the website. To my bottom below me on the video player, you'll find the stock twits. We've changed the video player too, so it makes it easier for you to sort of move around in whether you want to stop the video and that sort of stuff. And then we've got a new section. We call it, well, it's our old show section. We now call it our ABR TV guide, where you can find all of our past shows. And we've sort of changed our report section above me as well. Now we're going to be doing sort of like a blogging in there. When we have new workout, we may comment on that. If we want to maybe write a report instead of doing a show, we'll put it in there. It'll be a really great place for you to keep track of what we're working on and our past work and that sort of stuff. And so we're going to have we've made a lot of changes. We've got some upcoming ones as well, so stay tuned for that. So that's a wrap on today's show. Before closing, I wanted to, I always stress that this show and our reports are for information purposes only. We aren't making buying or selling recommendations. It's important for you to do your own homework before making any investment decisions, and speak with your financial advisors. We're always trying to grow our audience, and any efforts you make to get the word out about our website, our reports, our shows, we greatly appreciate that. Also wanted to send some thank yous out. First of all, we use YouTube.com as our main platform to produce and broadcast these shows. They have a great website for anyone wanting to do online shows. We highly recommend them. We've also, to our banner sponsors, they're really important in us being able to do the work that we do, and we want to thank them and invite you to check them out. Just click on their banners. It'll take you directly to their websites, where you can find plenty of information about what those companies are working on. And of course, to you, the viewers, without you, we wouldn't have a reason to do this show. So thank you very much for watching today's show and watching and supporting our show. So on that note, you can find all of our work on the website at allanberryreports.com. We'll have another show out soon, and we hope you can tune in. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.